packs, tons of prizes.
Some vinyl albums.
Yeah.
Some books.
So, again, we'll hook you up, give you a shot to spin to win. You call in, tell Jessica, spin that wheel, and you'll get that hook up. We'll do it again right after 7 o'clock. So, looking forward to that. We do have Jessica's Celebrity Buzz coming up in a sec. So, yesterday I was out, and thanks for holding things down, Jess, for Throwback Thursday. Yeah, my son had a back to school freshman intake day.
Yes.
Yeah, we went, and I mean, look.
Oh my gosh, what do? You have to meet the teacher and walk the halls, and do you get lockers, and what's the procedure for high school?
We're pretty familiar with the high school just because my son is playing football, and he's been playing sports and doing the weightlifting and stuff over at the high school anyway, and knows a lot of people over there. But a lot of the parents don't. So it was kind of like we went, and it was parents and students. So when we got there, the parents and students split up. Mm-hmm. And the students go and they get their schedule. They have tables set up, alphabetical.
Yes.
So they go over and get their schedule, and then they go. They go and they, walk around and they look for their classes, and they basically go from class to class within 10, 15-minute times. And the bell rings, and they practice going from class to class.
Okay.
While they're doing that, the parents... We went into the gym, and, the vice principal for the freshmen talked to everybody. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we went to the cafeteria, and, so another teacher talks to us, and then we went to the auditorium. So the parents have their thing, and the kids have their thing.
Got it.
So we're split up.
Okay.
And then we don't see them until it's time to get ready to go. Then we have to wait in line, and they get their iPad.
Okay.
And all that.
Right.
And if they weren't there, they'll get it, the first day or whatever. But it was it was fun.
That's nice.
Yeah,
to do that.
It was good.
Yeah,
it
for
was
the
good.
freshmen.
But definitely, it was hit me that he's going to be a freshman actually being there.
I know.
I mean, again, he has been playing football.
The last one going through school.
4 more years.
Oh gosh.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
And then there's college.
Yes.
There's no light yet, honey. It's only just begun.
Well, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing they talked about.
That's even more exciting if you can be, into it even more.
I know.
Oh gosh.
I know. And he'll definitely be, playing sports and all that.
I know.
So
it's a whole new world.
Gonna be good. So did that. And then I had an eye doctor appointment.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I ended up going. And I wanted to go and talk to the doctor about getting contacts.
Okay.
Because I've been wearing glasses for almost 2 years. Mm-hmm. So I went and I had, my eye exam or whatever, and I talked to him about using contacts. So when I was done my actual exam, he was like, okay, let's go into the contact room. Mm-hmm. All right. So he takes me and he goes into the contact room, and he's like, okay, they have them there where I could have just left with contacts yesterday. Mm-hmm. So he was showing me. I've never had them before.
Kinds, the boxes.
Yeah, I was a little nervous because I've never done it before, and I've heard different stories about having contacts and all that. Yeah. So he says, by the way, if you're watching on social media right now, I have my glasses on. So we went into the contact room and sat down.
Where's this going?
And he showed me how to do it or whatever.
Yes.
And I've never done it.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah.
So the nurse came in, and she's like, I'm going to sit and I'll show you and whatever. So there was a little instructional video. Mm-hmm. So I did that. And, they have the solution that you put on your hand, mm-hmm. and then you pick the contact up and you put it on the tip of your finger.
Yeah.
And then they say, if you have, for your right eye, you have the contact on your finger, you take your left hand, mm-hmm. okay, and you go around like this, and you can lift up your eye. You take your middle finger with your right, mm-hmm. you pull down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you slide the contact in.
Right.
They say go bottom first,
mm-hmm.
to the bottom of the white of your eye.
Yes.
And then, you move up, and it kind of
it'll go into place.
And then you can look down and blink, and that'll kind of put it into place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So they wanted me to start practicing, because I'm not allowed to take the contact home until I get it right.
Yes. I get it. I know.
Couldn't get it.
Really?
Couldn't get it.
Do you want me to give you some different tips?
Yeah, because I tried. I don't care. You tell me anything you want. I tried for 20 minutes.
Okay.
I got frustrated.
I'm just listening to what you're saying, and I know kind of now where this was going.
I told the nurse to leave so I could have some privacy.
No, I know because
she asked me.
Because at that point, you're nervous. You're kind of shaking. The blood's probably rushing to your head. You're like on fire. I know your body feels like it's on fire. That's what happens to me.
Like I was
you're like under pressure.
Now I had Bryce and a couple buddies of his because they were with me after the freshman day,
right?
Because I had to take them to practice later.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, you guys are just gonna have to come to this appointment with me, and then you guys can walk because it was a Walmart. So I said, you guys can walk around. And then I will go. I'll take you to practice. So they were like, no problem. So they're walking around. Well, I'm sitting in here for like 20, 25 minutes trying to get this contact in.
Right.
And
it's like folding over. It's not going in. The solution dries up.
Yeah. And at that point, I'm getting text messages. Hey, where you at? We got to go.
Yeah.
So
then the pressure's really on.
I was like, I got to go. So I was like, can I just practice at home? And the doctor said, no, you have to get it in your eye before I can let you have it.
Yes.
He's like, but you can come back. Don't worry. You don't have to schedule like some big appointment or whatever. Just make sure I'm here or whatever. And then I'll let you come in here and practice and then you can do the thing. Mm-hmm. But here I am. I feel like a fool. I'm practicing.
No, don't
put a freaking contact in.
No, don't feel like a fool. It's a thing.
Well, it was definitely a thing.
It's a thing. Oh man.
So,
I didn't know all that.
Yeah, it was very frustrating.
I know it was.
Very frustrating afternoon with that. Everything else, perfect day. Great day.
Because this is the thing with contacts. Once you practice and get it in and you see exactly what it feels like and stuff.
Yeah.
For somebody who wears contacts, I don't, but I know how to put them in and out. And I used to have the colored contacts and all that jazz. Anyway. But for my son wears contacts, Jimmy. And he does his glasses too. But we've been through it all. So you do feel like once you get it, though, then you're fine. I know right now you don't feel that.
I don't feel like I could ever get it.
I know. I know.
Like I know.
I know.
I'm like in the corner. Look, have you ever seen Ace Ventura when like after he...
No, right now you feel like, no, I'll never get this. Just forget it.
You ever seen Ace Ventura when he's in the bathtub and he's like down like this and he's got like the shower running on him and he's like got all his clothes off and he's laying, he's like in the shower and he's like, no. That's how I feel right now. Or at least that's how I felt like yesterday.
I know. That's the worst.
Yes.
You just feel defeated.
Yes.
And you're like, this contact, this little small clear thing beat me.
Yes. It did. It did.
This little thing.
And I could not stop blinking.
Broke me down.
I could not stop blinking. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
Shout out to my man Kendall checking in.
Because you're this the whole time. I can already picture what you're doing. You followed the instructions, and I get
verbatim. Yes.
Yes, I know you did. And that you're using the right hands and the technique and exactly what they're saying.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get here, I know you're like this, blinking nonstop. You can't get it in.
You can't get it in.
I know. I know. I'm going to give you some tips off air.
Well, I know some people right now are like...
No, you're fine. You are fine. You're not the only one. Trust me. That's why they have these practice sessions.
Well,
because it's a thing.
I know, but I'm supposed to get it.
Not right away.
Well,
it's fine.
Shout out to my man Kendall. He says, "I feel you, bro. I did the same thing."
It's fine.
Well, do you have them now, Kendall?
Do you have any tips? Did you get over it to where you got to the point where you can wear them, or do you feel defeated?
No, I was defeated. I was in the bathtub. I was in the bathtub naked, like all hunched over, screaming, "No!
Power 1017, the hottest music studios. Brought to you by Odds and Ends Smoke Shop. Carrying the all-American made Nug Smasher product line. A great way to make concentrates at home or professionally. Check out their daily deals in store in Delmar, Salisbury, and Seaford. Visit Odds and Ends online at OE420.com. Time now for the gossip.
You like that gossip?
It's the Celebrity Buzz with a freakin' Rican on Power 1017.
Brought to you by Delaware Lottery. Play 5 has arrived. With a chance to win up to $50,000 in 2 drawings every day, there's now more ways to win big from the Delaware Lottery than ever before. Visit a Delaware Lottery retailer to try Play 5 today.
Yeah, my man Kendall said, nope, no tips. I said, hell with it, and I just used my glasses.
Oh, my God.
That's how I felt yesterday.
Oh, man.
But you say don't do that?
Don't do that. No, I'll show you some tips.
Like I thought, I was like, all right, I'll come back. He says I have a month to come back because that's when they would have to redo the exam and all that. But I have September to come back. Right. But yesterday after that, I was like, okay, and I'm thinking, all right, I'll be back. I'll come back when I got a little bit more time. But then as I'm like riding down the road, thinking because I'm nonstop thinking about it, like why I can't, I'm thinking to myself, well, I guess I could just wear glasses. I'm like talking myself into just keeping.
Well, there's pros and cons to the glasses, and there's pros and cons to contacts too. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, like he said, he does like the one that my doctor does both. Mm-hmm. He said he does both.
So does Jimmy. Yeah, he does both,
and I'm sure I'll probably do the same.
Yeah.
But I'm just tired of wearing the glasses constantly. Like every second, I'm like, I got to take them off for a rest, but it's blurry.
Right.
I don't want to see blurry.
Yes.
But I don't always want to have glasses
I
on.
get it.
So this is the alternative, and I can't get it.
You can.
Okay.
You can. Right. You will.
All right, we'll talk. Hope so.
You will.
Jess, what you got in celebrity buzz?
All right, so the terrorist plot at Taylor Swift's Vienna show intended to kill tens of thousands of people. New information is coming out during the annual intelligence summit outside of Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. The CIA Deputy Director David Cohen revealed new details of this terror plot that led to the cancellation of all 3 of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour shows in Vienna, Austria earlier this month. According to Cohen, the planned terror attack intended to kill and injure a considerable amount of people and fans headed to her shows. They were plotting to kill a huge number, tens of thousands of people at this concert, and I'm sure many Americans. The Austrians were able to make those arrests because the agency and our partners in the intelligence community provided them with information about what this ISIS-connected group was planning to do. 3 unnamed suspects have been arrested in the case, and this does include a 19-year-old Austrian who is considered to be the main suspect. The others arrested were a 17-year-old Austrian and also an 18-year-old Iraqi. So, craziness. But thank God they were able to, find out all the details about that. And then Oprah Winfrey will host a new hour-long special on AI titled AI and the Future of Us, airing on September the 12th at 8 p.m. on ABC and streaming on Hulu the very next day. The special aims to provide viewers with foundational understanding of AI and its global importance in the 21st century.
It's important.
Yeah. And Joey Lawrence.
I'm not one of those who are against AI.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Some things are a little tricky.
Of course, you don't want them to take your job.
Yeah.
Of course.
Some things are a little bit like, whoa, what? You could do that. But other stuff, it is very helpful.
Yes.
Joey Lawrence says that his marriage to Samantha Cope ended due to her alleged issues with his 2 eldest daughters from a previous marriage. The unraveling of my marriage was tied to my realization that there was no way that my 2 eldest daughters were ever going to be accepted by my wife and to be part of my family, he wrote on Instagram. I cannot and will not compromise on the love and the care that my daughters deserve, and it played a significant role in the breakdown of my relationship. So he opened up and he talked about that, and he says, and he is claiming that his estranged wife, Samantha Cope, did not accept his 2 eldest daughters. Wow. And Netflix announced that its docuseries, Mr. McMahon, is going to be based on the rise and the fall of WWE founder Vince McMahon, and it's going to premiere on September the 25th. From director Chris Smith from Tiger King, it consists of 6 one-hour-long episodes. So that should be pretty good.
Speaking of Vince McMahon, did Shane McMahon buy AEW? There's rumors. Where's my wrestling people at?
I don't know.
There's something going around.
How can we find
Shane
out?
McMahon purchased AEW, and that's like a thing.
Okay.
So I don't know if anybody has any insight on that. 302-858-5117, but something is like trending about Shane McMahon. And
it does say that he made his AEW debut 4 days ago on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that, and then I saw something about did he purchase and all this. So, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you up to date on that. It is 6:53. It's a Bill and Jessica show.